guys. Hey everyone, it's Mike from Downtime, and I hope everybody is safe right now. I know it's a crazy time. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I have a sheet of paper here to track my thoughts throughout this whole thing. I'm sending good vibrations your way. First and foremost, stay positive and use this time to explore. And that leads me to what this video is. It's a video to help people explore, in particular with London Real and Brian Rose, who's the founder of London Real. And instead of having me jabber jibber, I'm gonna have him talk about it. Before I go there, here at Downtime, we believe in the First Amendment, and that's the freedom of speech. I'm watching what's going on over there at London Real. Shout out London Real. We believe in what you guys are doing. We're backing you guys from our end over here. If you haven't seen it, the link's in the bio. It's the David Icke interview. Instead of having me talk about it, like I said, here's Brian Rose himself.
All right, good morning from London. It is a beautiful sunny day, and I wanted to check in. We're about 8 days from the banning of the David Icke interview, and I'm just still trying to process everything that's going on. As you know, we were banned from LinkedIn on Sunday, so don't try to send me a message there because we don't exist. London Real doesn't exist. I don't exist. Obviously banned from YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, Dropbox. The list just goes on. It's hard to count. And I was trying to figure out exactly why this happened, and I think I figured out why. Because I was going through YouTube channels, even ones with millions of subscribers, and I was seeing videos with the identical content for the reason we were shut down, of breaking community standards. I've seen videos talking about 5G and coronavirus and vaccines, and these are up there, like I said, with channels with millions of subs going strong. And those haven't been taken down. As a matter of fact, our interview with Icke is the only video that has been removed from the platform. And what does that tell me? That tells me one thing, because our video was also the most popular video ever talking about these topics, made in the most professional way, articulated in the best way. And I know that sounds a little counterintuitive. Well, what doesn't make sense, Brian? If all of these people around the world, the second largest YouTube live stream in the world, 65,000 concurrent, if this episode had been live, it would have hit 20 million views by now, because we've already tracked all of those views around the world, which would have made it one of the largest podcasts in history, in human history, right up near Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, or Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. And yet it was shut down, and it was shut down because it was so popular. And this is this weird conundrum that you got to get your head around that's going on right now as the world or people in power try to suppress these ideas and suppress our freedom of speech, our freedom of expression, and our freedom of press. It's because it was so popular that it has to be shut down. And that's why it's so hard to get my head around this, because I went back and forth with various reps on platforms saying, if this many people tuned in, they obviously want this content. It's not like I'm pushing it on them. I'm being irresponsible with my subscribers, which I was told I was being. No, they came and found this because they want to consume it, and now they're sharing it all around the world on various uploading platforms and various blockchain, video channels. They're going out of their way to share it because they want this message. But we were banned because we were so popular. So, think about that. That'll do your head in, That'll make you think, well, what the hell is the Constitution really about? What are these rights about? Because they're suppressing that because of that popularity. And now it's given a message to anybody else out there that if you want to try to do anything like what the guys at London Real did, you're going to get shut down next, which means your livelihood, your popularity, everything. And, one of the greatest examples of this I heard was something that happens with Rupert Murdoch and his media empire here in the UK. And what happens is there's a quiet rule that says this: if you get out of line, him and his newspapers are going to shut you down as a member of parliament. They're going to investigate you. They're going to look you. They're going to smear you. So that means you don't say anything about him or his empire, and you go along to get along. And people say, well, they've never threatened me. Rupert's never threatened me. His newspapers never threatened me. But they know if they go against him, they'll be crushed. And this is the same kind of thing happening here. It's a nice, quiet power that is using that to try to make sure that we do not publish again. But they forgot one thing. They forgot one thing, is that I don't care. I don't give a fuck. All right? They've demonetized all of the YouTube creators when they try to create COVID-19 content or 5G content. Guess what? I don't need your fucking money, right? We built a business that doesn't need your money. But even if you want to take my business away, I also don't care. Because ever since I was a kid, I've been a stubborn kid with a temper, and nobody tells me what to do. And so in this sense, nobody's going to tell me what to do. And so I am fighting for the freedom of speech here, and I'm going to do it until I die. And maybe they didn't reckon with that. So you can go ahead and take away my platforms and my social media and any monetization. You can come after my business. You can come after my servers. But we are going to find a way to keep pushing out these messages. And it's happening very soon, and I'll be coming out with an announcement. But I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need the entire London Real Army, and I see you. I see the hashtag London Real Army. So many people are putting the content out there. They're downloading stuff from my website and doing their own vlog videos and talking about what's happening, and I really appreciate you. And I'm going to need you to mobilize in the next few days so we can tell the whole world and all these platforms and these governments that we're not going to take it, that we're going to keep pushing out ideas to where, and let the people decide if they want to engage in those ideas. And this has now become my fight, and I'm in for the fight, and they just picked the wrong person, because my personality is, if you're gonna tell me I can't do it, then now I'm gonna do it. And because of my entire life and career right now, this is the one thing I'm gonna do, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Demonetize me, deplatform me, debunk me, whatever, you can try to do that, but we're gonna push forward. You know who I am. You know the content, you watch the interview, you know what's up, because you are the London Real Army and you're pushing things out there. So I really appreciate you. Again, if you want to help, go to our website, download that content, push it out, push these ideas out there, share it with everybody out there. We got t-shirts and coffee cups, some coming soon for London Real Army, and we've got an announcement coming in the next few days about how we're going to fight back, and we're going to continue putting out the content we want to put out because of a simple right that we have. The basic human right of freedom of speech and freedom of press, and that will not be taken away. To be continued.
All right, yeah, and like I said, guys, if you haven't seen the video, I'm sure you haven't, go watch it. It's in the bio. But another person I want to talk about is Robert Kiyosaki. If you don't know who he is, he's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad and numerous other books. He's just an entrepreneur, multi-millionaire. In this video, he talks about the financial side about what's going on, because money talks and people believe in money, and there's something going on globally with our economy. He gives good insight. The full interview is in the link below. I'm just giving you a snippet to, again, help you explore. I don't necessarily believe everything that's being said in all these videos. A lot of it I do. I believe in the First Amendment, and I believe in the right to explore. I think we should all do that. This is a time to explore. We're all just sitting home, crammed. In other words, let's listen to Robert Kiyosaki and his thoughts.
Well, the reason I wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad is the U.S. dollar. You know, that's my book over there, Fake, which came out last year. Fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. And the U.S. dollar is fake. Never in the history of the world has any fake money ever survived. And we're doing the same thing. We just keep printing this money. And when I wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad almost 25 years ago, people said I didn't know what I was talking about. You know, I said savers would be losers. Now, today, there's quantitative easing, which is counterfeiting money. And then you have zero interest rates. And people are still saving money. Are you nuts? They just printed, I think, $500 billion in September of this year because the repo market is going down. And the average guy goes, well, what's the repo market? They don't know. So that's why it's fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. Our education system, it has been my rant forever. Why don't we teach people about money? Why is it? We all use money, but we don't teach people about it. So that's why I'm concerned, and I wrote this book, Who Stole My Pension? It's already sold out.
Yes, guys. All right. Yeah, see, and all these things are tied together, you know, and I'm, again, making this video to help you guys explore. I'm making this video for you to explore. I'm not pushing any beliefs on you. I'm not trying to say this is what's right and this is what's wrong, but I just want everyone to be able to explore. There's something going on. And I think that's just fair to do. There's a lot of fear going on as well, being pumped out in the news and the media. And I know for a lot of you people with this whole COVID-19 coronavirus situation, a lot of your information is coming from the mainstream news, and that's okay. It's perfectly justifiable. That's what we're told to go to in times like this. But my man Jeff Berwick, the author of The Dollar Vigilant, in this next video, which he released days ago, talks about news and television and kind of makes you open your eyes a little bit to maybe what's kind of going on there. Let's check it out.
It's been known for decades that everything on the news is put out basically by the government and the CIA in every country in the world. So it might be the Mossad in Israel, MI6 in England. In fact, everything on television programming is literally done to put you into a state of trance. Even the hertz that it's done with, these are all patented. You can look at everything I'm saying, you can look up.
So what happens when you're an adult? When you're watching television, you're essentially staring at a blinking light, much like the mice in Christakis' experiment. If you've ever experienced a mind fog after watching television, you're not alone. The brain has 4 modes that it operates in, 4 brainwave patterns. Delta is when you're deep asleep, theta is when you're in light sleep, alpha is awake but relaxed. It's the mode of thinking that you are in when you're in the most heightened state of suggestibility. And then there's beta, the highest functioning mode, like when you're reading a book or you're having a very stimulating conversation. In 1969, Herbert Krugman did a study where he found that in less than 60 seconds, the human brain switched from beta brainwave patterns, those exhibited during logical thought, to alpha brainwave patterns. Alpha is not a bad brainwave pattern to be in, but when you're in that brainwave pattern a lot of the time, and if you look at the averages of how much people are watching television, this just leaves the mind unfocused and unable to concentrate.
Look up CIA control of the mainstream media. I think it was Operation Paperclip. I think that was the one. I keep forgetting there's so many operations that they do. Everything they do on the television is meant to put you into a state of trance and a lot of time into a state of fear. So that's why they have all the flashing things. You might notice I have no flashing things on the screen right now. If anything, I have my Chihuahua because I'm not trying to put you into a state of fear. But if you watch things like CNN or Fox News, they're all the same. They're all controlled by the same people. They will go, let's go to the situation room. What's going on? Blitz and blitz, all these lights and flash. You'll be like, terror alert. We're on stage 5 alert. Everyone hide in your houses. This has been going on for a long, 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 long time. But it keeps fooling people. And Mark Twain said it's easier to fool a man than to convince him he's been fooled. But hang with me here. If you can stay through to the end of the video, I'll easily help you to figure out what's going on, and you will feel so much better afterwards. If you're in fear right now, by the end of this video, you'll be laughing just like me.
All right, guys. Yeah, and again, this is just to explore. I'm not trying to push any beliefs on you. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to bring up the food for thought. Like my man Robert Kiyosaki says, this time, this coronavirus time, it's a time to evolve. It's a time to metamorphosize, as he would say, to evolve from one state and mature to another. So if you want the video links are in the bio. They're all there, all of them. I would start with the one that got banned from all those platforms, and that's the Brian Rose, David Icke interview, London Real. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you like and share this video if you want people to explore. That's what this is here for, and it's also to let people know that Downtime TV believes in the First Amendment, the freedom of speech, and we're here. Hashtag London Real Movement and hashtag London Real Army. We're here for you guys in any way possible. Be safe, explore, and metamorphosize. Yo, you wanna